2K Sports can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Fans are making some noise here at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for their Mavericks.
Well, that didn't take long. You got to leave some guys back on the tip, or that's what'll happen.
Ball no good. And so it's Irving who brings it up for Dallas. Mark, we were just talking, P.J. Washington has improved his defense, hasn't he?
He really has been intentional about getting better at that end of the floor. And, you know, he always had a good foundation for potentially being an outstanding defender, but then he put the work in. You know, he does a great job with his positioning. He's got excellent positional size, and because of all of that in his work, he's a versatile defender now that can make an impact at that end of the floor. Boy, an excellent passer for a big man. P.J. Washington's floor awareness, impressive.
And Ball slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Oh, just an impressive dunker of the basketball. I love how Bridges just takes the initiative and gets funky with his throwdown.
First team foul.
Here's Irving. There's a screen by Washington. Pass to Gafford. Excellent D there from Williams.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Miller outside. Pick by Bridges. There's the line to Bridges.
That athletic ability gets Bridges to the rim there. He almost totally shrugged off the defense.
Screen by Gafford. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got his second bucket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that. Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Knocked away. Over to the left wing. Here's Gafford. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
You really don't want to allow him to get too comfortable, but even with stifling defense, he's going to still find a way to get it in the basket.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Nice read by Thompson right there, you know, showing he's more than just a shooter with plays like this.
In recent seasons, the Charlotte Hornets, Clark, have been very active in the trade market.
Well, it seems like they're always wheeling and dealing. I mean, they're on a quest for that perfect fit lineup, moving pieces around, trying to find the right recipe for success.
Now, here is Irving. Following the miss by LaMelo Ball. Williams with the block. Man with it. Guarded now by Irving. And the shot is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Doncic. Pass to Irving. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
Ball, the bounce pass. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And a wide open look for Irving. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And the shot goes in.
And more than just a jump shooter, Miller's very good around the rim. A rare quality for a wing these days.
Here's Irving. He's got 7. There's a screen by Washington. .29 seconds left in the first. Dallas moving it around. Here's Irving. Oh, good with the triple. Hornets trail by 4. Here's Bridges. Rebounded by Gafford. Thompson outside. To the middle. 2 seconds left. And Gafford throws it down.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steady in an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
For 3, Grimes with the bucket. Grimes has got the lead up to 7 now for the Mavs.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Pass to Lively. Got a hand on it. And it was not a clean block. Whistle blows and a foul on the defender here. It's a shooting foul, so free throws will be coming up. The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the new leadership at Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. Call it roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more health, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Health is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you. It's rebounded by Dallas. Well, you look at these role players the Mavs have, Clark. They've done a great job.
They really have, Kevin. I mean, the front office identified who the players were that could best play with their core stars. Needed defenders and guys that could catch and shoot the three. They went out and loaded up the roster with those perfectly fitting role players.
Pass to Grimes. Now Lively. Here's Grimes. Here he goes. Oh, that's blocked. Martin with it. Unloads. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Lively. It's good.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And you know, Clark, you look at the switch the Mavericks hit last year. This is a team that has certainly bought in.
It's pretty clear, Kevin. They believe in their coach, and they know they can make it to the finals now. They look to empower one another. They play as more than the sum of their parts, that's for sure. A well-oiled, cohesive group.
And here is Doncic. Here's Gafford. Pass to Grimes. Just 2 to shoot. It's stolen by Green.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Charlotte. 7-point differential.
Ball exploding off the floor for a big slam. Young fella's got some pretty good hops on him.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Mavericks.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Clark with the Hornets, they were hit with injuries as hard as any team in the NBA in the 23-24 season.
Kevin, I couldn't agree with you more. They were so unfortunate in that regard, and it's not anything you can control, and it made it almost impossible for them to have a productive season because of those injuries.
Out of bounds, Charlotte takes possession. We've got 1:08 left in the second quarter. Here's Gibson. Second chance shot. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And now just a 2-point Maverick lead. Pass to Kleba. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Kleba. Outside Irving. Clock at 6. To the paint. Kleba with the bucket. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Back to Kleba. Dallas moving the ball around. And Kleba slams it in.
So good at seeing the floor. Doncic able to set up his open teammates.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Here's Ball. The teardrop falls in. Ball's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the float.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Mavericks lead by 4. And we'll be back with you right after this. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Hornets trail by 4. Inside. Here's Miller. And it's blocked. And they get it back. Offensive rebound. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. On the wing, Irving. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Clark, Kyrie Irving has got to be as skilled a player as we've seen in the NBA.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know if I've ever seen a better layup maker than him. And I played against Isaiah Thomas and read about Nate Archibald and some of the other great small ball guards. But, man, this kid, Kyrie Irving, well, young man now, 50, 40, 90 on the season. And a lot of times he's making acrobatic layups against 6'9", and 7-foot guys. Special.
Doncic looking it over. Pass to Washington. Shoots over Ball. And the shot no good, a bit short. Hornets trail by 6. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Williams controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle, to say the least, partner. Good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket. Finally.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch.
Luka, combination of finesse and bully ball in there that time.
Miller, off target at the rim. Mavericks leading by 7. Thompson outside, and an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And the Mavericks making a change here. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Now, here's Washington. Scoreless thus far. Exum's shot is off. And Greg, at the time Kyrie joined Dallas, there were some questions around how he and Doncic would fit together.
Yeah, well, Dallas needed another ball handler who could score and make plays for others. Doncic couldn't do it all by himself, especially in the postseason. Now they're trying to build around those two guys.
Pass to Gafford. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. Good on the triple. Washington's got the lead. Up to 8 now for the Mavs. Here's Ball. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
You know, possessing outstanding height at his position, Ball excels at using that size and his body control to convert through contact.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. From deep three-point land, shot by Grimes, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Mavericks leading by 5. .144 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
Boy, nice job that time by P.J. Washington to knock down the shot after setting the screen.
Oh, and the jam by Williams.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
Down low. Here's Williams. And it's Williams with the jam.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Charlotte making a switch. 55 seconds left here in the third quarter. Pass to Marshall. Dallas again missing. Hornets trail by 5. Miller surveying the floor. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line. The Hornets have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throw.
Clark, we've all heard the comparisons. Brandon Miller plays a lot like a young Paul George.
And you know, it makes a ton of sense when you consider that Paul George is Brandon Miller's favorite player. So he spent a bunch of time studying how PG gets it done and putting those moves into his own book bag.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. The Mavericks on top. They lead.
The Hornets, 45.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The Mavericks leading. Pass to Irving. Back to Doncic. Outside Irving. Irving double team. 4 on the shot clock. He gets it in there. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
Kyrie looking to get others involved. Nice awareness there.
Charlotte moving it around. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, guys, during the break, listen in with Charles Lee and his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Well, then they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. Here's Doncic. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Boy, great display of concentration and tenacity from Irving there. Fighting his way through contact, getting it up and down, plus the foul.
Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Washington, that's good.
Just muscling his way through the contact. How about the strength from Washington?
To stop the run. And the rejection by Gafford. Pass to Irving. So they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Charlotte on D. They trail by 9 points. Screen by Gafford. Irving attacking. Now here's Gafford. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Pass to Doncic. Here's Thompson. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Relentless effort from Klay Thompson. He gets the foul and pushes right through for an and one.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Well, you know, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
Pass to Miller. Over Thompson. And a little luck that time, but it drops. 8 points from Brandon Miller.
And providing the support, boy, they need it. That stops a 12-0 run by Dallas.
Knocks it loose. Fast break now for Charlotte. Man gets the bucket.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
Boy, there's not much defense available once a steal is made. That's the best time to attack on the break.
To the wing on the left. Pass to Washington. Screen by Gafford. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Here's Miller. Got it. Good job in the low post.
2 minutes.
Miller's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Hornets.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Thompson.
And you watch Miller, he keeps the defense on its heels. They don't know what he's going to do.
Dallas making a switch here. Both free throws good for Miller.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip. Drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
Back to Irving. To the inside. Doncic. 2 points. That one goes. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
Luka uses his body to create space and then finds the inside look.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Here's Thompson. On the wing, Irving. And that's an intentional foul.
14 foul.
1:10 left in the fourth. Lively with the screen. Here's Doncic. Taken away by Williams.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand.
Tries again. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Luka Doncic. So the first one drops, and that brings them within 5. Both free throws good from Mann. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
Irving looking for an opening. Pass to Lively. And finished off by Lively.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And timeout is called by Charles Lee. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Here are the Hornets with the ball. They're on a 15-4 run.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed.
With the shot. Money! And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And he does get the second one. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. Charlotte calls timeout. They're down by 4. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
Let's hear it. Get out yourself. Substitution on the court.
Curry outside. The shot missing. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W.